Let's talk about why you will absolutely regret buying meme stocks. And I know some of you are like, AK, you don't need to tell me that, as you constantly walk around with a limp and a tear coming down your eye at all times. And it's not even a physical injury, you've just been emotionally crippled by trying to invest in these trends, these crazy meme trends. And for those people right now, I'll tell you, it's gonna be okay. And then of course other people are like, AK, you're an idiot. I've made so much money in meme stocks, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, stay tuned because you're gonna wanna listen to this too. And even if you have nothing to do with meme stocks, this is an important video because of the changes that have happened in the market. And markets don't change often, if ever, so this is important. And why are we talking about this? Well, because as of this recording, meme stocks are back. Everyone everywhere is once again talking about AMC, and look at it. As I'm recording this video, it's up 25%. Taken off once again. And here's the thing, I originally thought that these meme stocks were a fad that were created during the pandemic when everyone was bored. You had nothing else to do but jack off and go on Robinhood. But no, it looks like meme stocks are actually here to stay. And today it's AMC or GameStop, and tomorrow it'll be something different. But the idea behind them is sticking around. And why is that true? Well, it's because of social media. Social media has completely changed the stock market. It basically sped everything up. So if you talk to older investors and older traders who have done this, even professionally, so they're playing at the fastest pace possible and the highest level, they will tell you that they've never seen anything like this either. So what's happening is you're mixing something that's already inherently fast and crazy, which is the stock market and investing, and you're taking it and combining it with social media, which we all know by now is dangerous and can be very bad. Could be good too, but regardless of all that, it's also very fast and crazy. Put those two things together and you got a bunch of mini bubbles popping up everywhere, which includes meme stocks. You can't have memes without social media, so you can't have meme stocks without social media either. So when you look at it that way, no, meme stocks aren't going away, which is why we gotta talk about them and I gotta explain why you will regret buying them. If you're already mad that I said that, well, just stay tuned. But first off, if we're talking about investing, then what are we really talking about? Like, what are we trying to do by putting our money in the market? Well, we're trying to make more money, obviously, right? But maybe it's not so obvious, especially when it comes to something like these meme stocks. Is the main point making money? Look at this guy right here, Ed Seykota, one of the market legends. He was in the Market Wizard books, if you ever read that. Probably my favorite Market Wizard, and this is for sure my favorite quote about the stock market. Everybody gets what they want out of the market. So what's that mean? Everybody gets what they want. Well, we all want money, right? So why aren't all of us rich? Well, that's the point of the quote, because realistically, we aren't all after money. Even though we might say we are, the actual reason might be something else. And if your true reason for being in the stock market is something other than making money, then what's going to happen is that you are going to pay money into the stock market to get whatever result you were actually looking for. And if that's confusing, don't worry, stick with me. We're going to talk about it because it relates perfectly to these meme stocks. And long story short, if you're investing in meme stocks or trying to, there's a good chance that your reason for doing so is not to make money. It's probably one of these other reasons. And we're going to go over those reasons right now, and we're going to explain why it's so dangerous to fall victim to these reasons to be in the stock market, because you are going to pay so much money for it and it's not worth it. So one big reason why everyone is in meme stocks right now is because it's the social cool thing to do. And if you want to be cool and if you want to have friends to a certain extent, then you are going to be doing what everybody else is doing. You want to fit into that social group. And this sounds stupid, right? Because you're not in high school, you're not trying to be the popular kid. At least I hope not. But realistically, our desire to fit in with a group is deep within us. It's biological. Because back when we were hunter-gatherer tribes, if you didn't fit in with your group and they kicked you out, well, then you would just die alone in the desert or the forest or, wherever an animal can eat you. So it was very important to fit into that group. And that same wiring that we had back then applies today. Which is why if everyone's talking about a particular meme stock, even if you've never been involved with stocks before, you're going to be like, oh, I got to get in on this. And again, it's not necessarily to make money, but it's just so you could understand what everyone else is talking about and you could talk about it too. You get to be a part of it. And this became even worse over social media, because now you could do something and then post about it and prove to everyone that, hey, I'm cool, I'm doing what everyone else is doing. Because before, in the old days when we had hype stocks, like in the 90s, right? Late 90s, tech bubble, huge. But people weren't posting online about it. You had to go to a cocktail party and brag to your friends in person. And really, who talks to their friends in person anymore? So now it's all done through social media, and the pandemic made that even crazier, because then you were legally not allowed to see your friends. Well, legally. You were supposed to stay in your house. So how do you connect? Social media. And I can't tell you how many people had a YouTube channel or a TikTok page about something completely different, not related to investing, who all of a sudden shifted all their content towards meme stocks, crypto, whatever's hot right now in the financial space. Do they actually know anything about investing? No, of course not. But it was an easy way to get some clout, to get people following you. Again, social dynamics at play, you get to be the popular kid. So maybe we all are trying to make it like high school. But keep in mind here, everyone forming these groups will be under the pretense of making money, because that's the stock market, right? That's why you invest. But realistically, the deeper desire might be just to be a part of the group. You want to know what everyone's talking about. No one wants to be the kid who doesn't get the joke, the inside joke that everyone's in on except you, which is exactly what meme stocks are. And we'll talk about this in a minute, but this is a terrible reason to put your money on the line. It's stupid because the market will take that money. Now, the second reason that people are in meme stocks is kind of tangential to the first reason, is that they're fighting for a social cause. So now you got your social group, right? And you're all fighting for something bigger. So it's still to make money, but actually it's bigger than making money. So a good example is GameStop. What was the idea there? Let's stick it to Wall Street because they've always screwed us over, and we could finally do it through the stock market. So it's like anti-establishment fighting Wall Street. Let's take charge, and this is going to be the avenue to do it, these meme stocks. And if you notice, there was almost a religious fervor around this idea. Well, that's once again a very human thing. Why do you think religion in general is so popular? Not only does it have great marketing, but people are naturally inclined to want to have some reason for being, right? So you look to the powers high above, God. Now, am I saying that meme stocks somehow became God? Not exactly, but there have been weird things that have happened as our society has progressed. There's a lot of research that has come out about the fall of religion in Western civilization. And now instead of religion, we have celebrities. And even it's moved from celebrities to influencers. And that's the person you watch every day and you buy everything that they recommend. And it's almost like the role that religion used to play for people. So the whole idea of diamond hands, it's such a stupid concept, right? If you actually know what investing is like, where you should cut your losses, manage your risks, diamond hands is just a stupid saying, but it's something that people can get behind. Don't let Wall Street put you down. We're all in this together. We're going to hold forever. That's the higher power, this idea that all these people can devote themselves to. So it's a social cause that almost becomes a religious experience because there's nothing else. What do you tie yourself to nowadays? Everyone's so spread out. You can't even get American citizens to agree that America is great. Try finding someone who likes the same music as you right now, or the same movies, the same TV. Who's watching the same thing? It's all become very dispersed into these very little groups. So an anti-establishment social cause that we can execute on through meme stocks sounds pretty good. We can latch onto that. So again, not so much the money, but you're fulfilling a different desire. What did you want out of the stock market when you got into it? And are you getting that? Maybe you are through this social cause and the social groups. But once again, very different from making money. And of course, I have to mention a reason why people are in meme stocks is because they want to gamble. So a guy like Dave Portnoy of Barstool, he's a gambler. He loves sports betting. Stock market is just another way you can gamble and throw money away. But the nice thing about the stock market is that you can disguise your gambling as something sophisticated called investing. So you sound a lot smarter and not like a degenerate. So again, real great reason to get into meme stocks. And that same Ed Seykota expression that we were talking about, that everyone gets what they want out of the market, can basically be applied to the casino as well. Because how many people are really winning at the casino? A lot more people losing than winning. So there must be something else there apart from addiction. Now, some people might have listened to all these arguments and said, no, this doesn't apply to me. I'm in meme stocks because I want to make money. Well, if that was true, then your approach would actually be completely different. You would not be focused on meme stocks at all. You'd actually be more focused on your process and studying and refining it and creating your strategy, creating your system, fine-tuning it. And the most likely outcome, if you're going down that route, if you're actually trying to make money, is that you don't worry about meme stocks at all. Now, that being said, there are some strategies that will incorporate them, but they definitely won't be a big part of your strategy. So are you really serious about making money? It reminds me of every little kid right now. They either want to be a YouTuber or a pro gamer. And even before YouTubing and pro gaming, it was a professional athlete, right? Everybody wanted to be that when they grew up. But realistically, there's a big difference between, say, playing video games for fun and playing professionally. Because as soon as you want to cross over to that professional level, that's when you actually have to do that practice, that hard practice, the deliberate practice where you're taking notes and analyzing and trying to improve a little bit by little bit to just get a slight edge over someone else. And all of a sudden, it's not as much fun as it is work, hard work. Same thing with YouTube. You would think, oh, you just jump on the camera and you have some fun and then all of a sudden you got $1 million. At least that's what kids think. As soon as you jump into it, you're like, oh, this is a job. Oh, the algorithm is my boss. And again, this applies to anything that is accessible, easily accessible, because it makes people think that it's much easier than it is. So if your goal is to make real money in the stock market, then you're going to have to invest for real. And you'll see that real investing is almost the opposite of what goes on with meme stocks. stocks because it's boring and it's a lot of process refinement and it's a lot of long-term thinking. And meme stocks are very short-term. They don't exactly fit together. And I'm not saying you can't make money on meme stocks. Of course you can. As I'm shooting this video, AMC is up 32%. You can make money, but I guarantee a lot more people are losing money than they are making. And it's just like the casino. If you didn't have winners, no one would go to the casino, right? Thinking they could win. But most of the people are losing. And this is why you will regret investing in meme stocks. It becomes very dangerous when you're going into the stock market for some reason other than making money. And we've given all the examples right here, and we could go back to the quote. Everybody gets what they want out of the market. And a lot of times it is not money. And the market doesn't care about you at all. It doesn't care about your feelings, your social causes, your social groups. Doesn't matter. Biggest thing it doesn't care about is your emotions, which fuels all this in the first place. Which is why when we approach the market from a professional level, we take all our emotions out of it. So you know at Fallible, we're all about systems trading. We have an algorithm. It's all done by the numbers. There are no emotions involved. But if you think about meme stocks, what is it? It's almost purely emotional. So you can see how that doesn't fit with the broader idea of how you reach success in the stock market. It's just not compatible. And if you're not laser focused on making money through a proper process, then you are just going to be paying money to the stock market to live out whatever fantasy you have about having a group of friends or fighting Wall Street. And fighting Wall Street is so stupid because they always win in the end. It's not a fight worth fighting. You don't need to do it. But again, if you approach it like this, the stock market is just going to take all your money. Wall Street will take all your money. And for what? You didn't need to do any of this in the first place. Now, there is one key thing you can do to make sure that you don't fall for all of this and that you actually do make money in the stock market, apart from meme stocks. And we talk about it in this video right here. It is definitely the most important video you can watch about the stock market. So click this video right here and I will see you there.